Hello, Youth City, and welcome to another edition of Youth City News. This is Liz Rich coming to you from a satellite office in Memory Grove, Ottinger Hall specifically. It is great to be with you. Today is Wednesday, March 1st, 2023, and here are our top stories. First things up, meeting Salt Lake City social justice superheroes. It's time. Are you ready? The second story we'll talk about is letters to our heroes, showing a little gratitude for those who make a difference, followed by an exciting update on the Youth City Critical Thinkers Challenge weekly riddle contest, and followed by another long weekend. Here we go, friends. Now, as you know, we have been studying what social justice superheroes look like, and there are many of them who live all over the world, all over the country, doing good, making our community better. And many of them live right here in our community. We're going to be talking a little bit more about our local superheroes in the next couple weeks. So here's just a quick snapshot. Not all of them, some of them. You will get to meet many of them in the next couple weeks and have a chance to thank them for their great service. As you know, superheroes fight for the underserved and underrepresented. They're champions for courage and change. They fight for equity, equality, empathy, and education. You should know some of these words by now. They elevate critical issues through diplomatic conversations and peaceful protests. They defend democracy and demand justice for everyone. They support and they sacrifice for all members of our local and our global community, and they make a significant difference in our world to promote basic human rights, civil rights, educational rights, LGBTQ, AI plus rights, disability rights, environmental rights, labor unions, and food justice. Now, many of these people that you're going to meet have made significant contributions in multiple areas, but we want to highlight some of them specifically. Over the next few weeks, a real life, real living social justice superhero will be coming to your Youth City sites to meet you. Some of these superheroes have been identified, some are still a mystery. Here we go. In the next couple weeks, Central City kids will be meeting with Dr. Maria Newton, an elegant and exquisite educator in our community who has helped Youth City for many, many years. Central City is bound to have a delightful conversation with Dr. Maria Newton. She is truly a social justice superhero. Now, the superhero social justice friends for both Fairmount Park and Liberty Park are currently still mysteries as we are solidifying the details. I will be revealing those dates and times to you soon, but trust me, we've got some very exciting things in the works. Liberty Park will be meeting with Salt Lake City Council person Darren Mano. Now, this is a man about town. He is an advocate for the underserved. He has done amazing work in our community, and he is so excited to come to Youth City Liberty Park in a few weeks to meet with each of you and hear about what your needs are as citizens. It's going to be very exciting. Ottinger Hall, still a mystery, but Sorensen, K2, you all are in for a treat. You're going to meet with Ashley Litchie, who is an advocate for disability rights, and she currently works in Salt Lake City Mayor's office to advocate for the rights of all people with all abilities. Ashley is so fun, and you are in for a very fun afternoon. Now, hold on to your socks, Unity 3-6. Alejandro is coming. He is a Salt Lake City Council person. He is ready to challenge you to a dodgeball game. Very excited to come and meet you. He is a representative of the Glendale neighborhood and lives in your neighborhood. Maybe he's even your neighbor. I'm not sure. Now, if your your social justice superhero is still a mystery, don't worry, hold tight. We're just firming up some details. They'll be announced soon. In the next couple of weeks, they'll be meeting with you. If you're a YCLC, we'll be talking about this later on. Now, what's going to happen when they come to visit our programs? What exactly is going to happen? They're going to be introduced to you by the YCLCs, who are the ambassadors. They will provide a very quick introduction. We're going to ask the superheroes to read a story to you. It is a great book right here called Justice Is. You're going to love it. So they're going to read a story, have a little conversation, and then it's up to you to plan the afternoon. I would think that it would be fun for you to invite them to do a little Youth City fun. Perhaps you want to play dodgeball. Perhaps you want to have a Lego contest. Perhaps you're going to challenge them to chess. Perhaps it's a cooking project or an art project. They're going to stay and hang out and play with you for a little bit of time. Of course, there will be treats and they will be delicious. And of course, you're going to have fun. So this will be a very special day. Doesn't happen every day that a guest speaker comes to YouthCity, but they will be coming, and I'm very excited to have this happen. So please be prepared. Your managers will have more information. Your YCLCs will have more information, and stay tuned for more updates. Second story in the news is question. I want you to think for a second. Have you ever received a kind letter or a note? Think about that for a second. Has anyone ever given you, now it might be a love note, I don't know, it might be a birthday card, it might be a Christmas card or a holiday card, it might just be a thank you note. I'd like to have you think for a minute, how did it make you feel when someone took the time to write you a letter or a note and told you something kind or something nice? How does it make you feel? I'm betting, if I know you at all, it probably made you feel pretty good inside. And I think that's something that we want to do. For the last couple of weeks, I've been asking you to be on the lookout, looking for a Salt Lake City social justice superhero, someone that you could spot in your own community and neighborhood. And now it's time. It's time for you to identify one, just one. Maybe you want to identify more than one, but you've got to have at least one. Real life Salt Lake City social justice superheroes. This is someone who makes a difference. This is someone who shows kindness. This is someone who advocates for the underserved. This is someone who fights for justice, someone who stands up for things that are wrong in our community and advocates for things that are right. This is someone who makes a positive difference. Could be your teacher, could be your grandma, could be the garbage man, could be the postal worker, could be your mom, could be your friend at church, could be the librarian. I don't know who it is. There's no rights or wrongs, but I want you to start thinking about someone. And now it's time to say thank you. So we're going to do a YouthCity project and we're going to write them a thank you note. Each of your managers have received a box of thank you cards. They look different at each site. Here is an example. It's just a small little note, a little note card, and I'm going to challenge you to each take some time and write a thank you note to a real life social justice superhero. Now, these notes don't need to be long. I don't want you to be too worried about it. Your staff are there to help you. Here's a sample of what should be maybe in that card. Dear superhero name. So you would then say, Dear Librarian Jones, or whomever you decide, thank you for, and then say thank you, what you're grateful for them that they do. You are a social justice superhero because I've seen you show kindness to so many people. You've made a difference by making our school safe for everyone who comes. I appreciate the way you notice details about other people. So you're just going to use these ideas as prompts or just tiny suggestions to help you write a letter. Then you sign your name. You could put sincerely, you could put best wishes, you could put thank you could put love. You decide, and then you sign your name. Now, when you're done with your cards, you're going to give them to your manager. And then in the next couple of days, we will get you, some of you, some stamps if you need to mail them, and we'll help get these letters delivered to the people in your life. So this is our challenge. We've been talking about social heroes, just social justice superheroes on a global scale, and now a Salt Lake City scale, and now in your own world. And we want to help you make those connections. So we're very excited about this. We kind of need to hurry on this letter writing project. So in the next week or so, probably between now and the next time you have a YouthCity News, we need to get those letters done. Please talk to your manager should you have any questions. It's going to be a fantastic experience. Now, with great anticipation, our next story is following up on the YouthCity Riddle of the Week. I'm excited this is catching such excitement. As you know, last week's riddle was this: they come out at night without being called. They are lost in the day without being stolen. What are they? They come out at night without being called. They are lost in the day without being stolen. If you think you know the answer, go ahead and shout it out. 1, 2, 3, what is it? If you said stars, you're correct. We had lots of good suggestions and lots of good answers. I am happy and thrilled to announce that the winner for this challenge was YouthCity Central City. So bravo to you. Great job. Critical thinkers, I believe you were paid out your cookies and milk reward last week. So excellent job, Central City. Now, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the riddle of this week? This is a tough one. I am not sure you're going to crack this code, but maybe you will. But this is going to stretch you a little bit. The rules, of course, will be the same as last week. You will work together as a group. Your manager will need to send me a text at 5 o'clock. The first one I get at 5 o'clock, correct answer, will be considered the winner, and I will pay out milk and cookies next week. Are you ready? This week's challenge, hold on to your socks because they're getting harder and harder. What appears once in a minute, twice in a moment, but not once in 1,000 years? What appears once in a minute, twice in a moment, but not once in 1,000 years? I'm going to leave this up here for just 1 minute so you can think about it. And then here are the rules again. YCLCs, you're responsible to help make sure that this is a collaborative work. So please be working together and try to get me the correct answer by 5 o'clock. What appears once in a minute, twice in a moment, but not once in 1,000 years? Friends, our last and final story for today is that it's another long weekend. Hallelujah. We're so thrilled about this. On Friday, March 3rd, there is no school and no Youth City. Of course, then we have the weekend, so it will be a 3-day break for each of us. If you are a Youth City staff member, I will see you at staff training on Friday at 12 o'clock until 6 o'clock at the Unity Center. But everybody else, kick back and have a day off. Thank you so much. Friends, this is Youth City signing off. Liz Rich, your news correspondent, reporting from our remote office in Memory Grove. We hope you have a great day. We hope you continue to do all the right things, be a good friend, be a good citizen, and thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more, and goodbye.